today we'll be presenting our topic on the choice of food packaging materials. The main factors considered in selection of materials for food packaging is moisture resistance, oxidation resistance, corrosion resistance, and sustainability. The common materials we picked are plastics, metal, and paper. So let's start off with plastics. Polyethylene is one of the most popular thermoplastic used for food and beverage packaging. Its numerous advantages contribute to its popularity today. Firstly, it is lightweight yet durable, which reduces the possibility of breakage during transportation. Even if it cracks, its fragments are unlikely to cause deep cuts. Secondly, it is one of the most cost-effective choices for beverage packaging. Its affordability is one of the reasons why it accounts for more than 70% of the global beverage packaging market today. Thirdly, it has moderate sustainability. It can recycle 3 to 4 times without significantly losing its food-grade application. Furthermore, it is moderately oxidation resistant, which allows for longer shelf life for food stored using plastic. However, there are always two sides to a coin. While there are numerous benefits, plastics also have its shortcomings. Due to its poor heat resistance, it can degrade at high temperatures. At 80 degrees, it starts to deform, leaching chemicals into food products within 5 minutes. While it is largely corrosion resistant, strong acids and bases like detergents can still disrupt its structural integrity, causing it to break down. In summary, despite its shortcomings, polyethylene is still one of the most popular choice in the food industry, thanks to its durability, lightweight, and cost-effectiveness. Now let's move on to metals. The most common types of metals and alloys used for food packaging include aluminum, tin, and steel, and they are used in packaging of soft drinks and canned foods, such as luncheon meat, processed fruit, and even pet food. There are a myriad of advantages to using metals. Firstly, they have high moisture resistance. Unlike paper or plastic, metal doesn't absorb water, hence will not soften or expand in humid conditions. Second, since metals are held by strong metallic bonds between cations and their delocalized electrons, they have high heat resistance, meaning they can contain food at higher temperatures without being damaged. Furthermore, from an environmental perspective, metals are relatively sustainable as most can be recycled. This can be proved by research conducted by International Aluminum, which states that 75% of aluminum ever produced is still in use today, while 30 million tons of aluminum scrap is recycled globally. Lastly, metal containers are easy to sterilize as they are non-porous. In other words, it is difficult for liquids or gases to pass through metal surfaces, making it difficult to breed bacteria. But every rose has its thorn. Metals are vulnerable to corrosion since they react vigorously with acids and alkalis, making them unsuitable for containing acidic food and drink like lemon juice or vinegar. They also oxidize and deteriorate in the presence of air and water, reducing their strength and durability gradually. Moreover, the high densities of metals increase their shipping costs significantly, as more fuel is needed during the shipping process. As a result, metal might not be the best food packaging material in terms of cost effectiveness. Let's end off with paper. Different types of paper are made with different plant-based materials. In general, paper can be broadly classified into paper and paperboard, with the latter being thicker and stiffer than paper. Generally, an advantage of paper is that it's sustainable since it can be recycled. However, there are exceptions where some paper cannot be recycled due to additional coating of other materials. Paper contaminated with food also cannot be recycled. In this presentation, we'll be looking at craft paper, since it is one of the most common types of paper for food packaging. Craft paper can be classified into 3 grades, depending on the materials they're made of. All 3 grades can be used to package food directly as long as they are certified to be food safe. The advantages of craft paper include high tensile strength and slight moisture resistance as compared to other common packaging paper. However, like all paper products, craft paper is a poor barrier to oxygen, which means food stored using craft paper has a shorter shelf life. It is also not fully waterproof, which means that it will tear if it's in contact with large amounts of water for long periods of time. These can be overcome by coating it with other materials, such as plastics, to improve its barrier properties. Craft paper can be used to store food that's ready for consumption or raw ingredients that are used in food. In conclusion, the materials chosen for food packaging depend on many factors, as each material has its own strengths and weaknesses. Different materials are hence combined to maximize their desired properties, such as they are best suited for the food that they are storing. We have come to the end of our presentation. Thank you very much.